We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Classified documents leaker arrested, missile tests from North Korea, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. Federal authorities on Thursday arrested a suspect in the recent leak of secret Pentagon documents that included sensitive information like Ukraine war maps and assessments of Russia's war effort. The suspect, 21-year-old Jack Teixeira, is a member of the Massachusetts Air National Guard. Teixeira reportedly served in a junior position, but had access to the Joint Worldwide Intelligence System, an internal Defense Department computer network for top-secret information, according to the Washington Post. It wasn't immediately clear what level of security clearance Teixeira had, but his access would have let him read and print some secret documents. A federal judge granted a request Wednesday from a coalition of 24 states and several industry groups to block environmental regulations redefining how water sources are protected. Judge Daniel Hovland of the U.S. District Court for the District of North Dakota ruled that the so-called Waters of the United States rule, announced by the Environmental Protection Agency in late December, poses great risks to states. The judge also ruled that the federal government should wait until the Supreme Court soon rules on a related case pending before it. A balancing of the harms and an analysis of the public interest supports a finding that the risk of harms to the states is great, Hovland wrote. There is little public interest or any efficiency granted by implementing a new rule which codifies the significant nexus test before the United States Supreme Court issues a decision in Sackett. The decision is considered a major victory for farmers. North Korea said Friday it had launched its first test of an intercontinental ballistic missile using solid fuel. South Korea detected the launch a day earlier from near Pyongyang, the latest in a string of more than 100 missiles launched by the North since early 2022. A successful test of a solid fuel missile would mark a breakthrough for North Korea. Rockets powered by solid fuel take less time to prepare than those with liquid fuel systems, which require complicated pre-launch preparations, including the injection of fuel that the U.S. and its allies can detect and target. Analysts said developing a successful solid fuel ICBM would give North Korea a harder to detect weapon than that could reach the continental United States. San Francisco police on Thursday arrested a suspect in the stabbing death of Cash App founder Bob Lee. District Attorney Brooke Jenkins charged 38-year-old Naima Momeni, identified on LinkedIn as an information technology consultant and entrepreneur for a company called Expand IT, with murder. Momeni is accused of stabbing Lee twice in the chest on a sidewalk late at night in San Francisco's wealthy Rincon Hill neighborhood. Lee was a well-known figure in tech circles due to his past leadership role at Square and his involvement in the launch of Google's Android operating system. Lee's murder was the latest event in a series that led the San Francisco Chronicle to run an editorial stating that the city is now in a death spiral and may not be able to recover. President Biden appeared incoherent when he was unable to understand or respond coherently to a question from a child during his trip to Ireland. Hunter Biden had to explain the child's question to his father during the trip. shocking social media users. The apparent confusion came after the elder Biden struggled to answer the child's question about success. What's the top step to success? The child asked the president. Biden responded that the way to be successful is to stop COVID-19 from spreading. This answer came only after Hunter Biden explained what the child was trying to ask. People responded to the interaction by arguing that this is, in their view, just another example of Biden being mentally unfit to serve as president. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of The Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com/podcasts, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Audible, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.